Hey everyone. So my name is Dan. Nobody knows me from Joe Schmo, but I am a huge MMA fan. So I've been following Tom Aspinall for a long time since before he was in the UFC. I kind of looked at that guy and said, that he's special. He's special. For a heavyweight man, the guy's 6'5", coming in at almost 260. He's not fat. I mean, he's not chiseled, but I mean, the guy's pretty amazing. He can do it anywhere. He can do it on his feet. He can do it on the ground. He's a good wrestler. He's got submissions. You don't find a whole lot of heavyweights that have that, right? Right now, you got Jon Jones. Stipe is pretty well rounded, but there's not a lot, Derek Lewis, he can knock you out, but when it goes to the ground, he's in big trouble, right? Technically, he's kind of strong enough to get people off him, but he's not going to do anything on the ground. He just wants to get up. You have Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane's, he's basically really good on his feet, but Jon Jones showed take him to the ground, he's got nothing, right? So that brings me to this. So I'm a huge Jon Jones fan, right? I mean, he pretty much dominated the 205 division for 10 years, a decade, right? He's really got nothing to prove. But here's what's driving me nuts. Here's what's driving me nuts. As a fan, right? The fight you got to make is Jones versus Aspinall, right? And I'll tell you why, really quick. I don't want to do this too long. I don't want to see Jones fight Stipe. Stipe's 41 years old, right? Look, I love you, Stipe, but dude, your time is done. Yeah, you probably can win some fights in the UFC at heavyweight. You're still pretty well rounded, and you come in pretty good shape around 230. But I don't want to see Jones fight you, and I don't want to see Jones fight you because Jones is going to fight you, and he's gonna win pretty easily, right? And he's probably going to do it by taking you down and choking you out. I don't want to see that, man. Here's what I want to see. Talking specifically to Jon Jones here. Jon, dude, you're probably the GOAT, right? You got GSP, you got a couple other people that you can kind of, but Jon Jones has stood the test of time, but there's a problem. Jones fights like every 2, 3, 4 years. There's been gaps, right? He hasn't been super consistent, and half his fights go the distance, right? We all know Jon Jones is a great all-around fighter, man, and he's dangerous. But, Jones, if you want to go out, and you want to go out with a legacy as being the pound for pound, don't fight Stipe. Dana White knows this too. Dana White's not stupid. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. I think he's probably helping Jones out. Jones is seeing Aspinall coming up, and I guarantee Jon Jones is going, damn, I don't want to fight that guy. That's why he's talking about retiring after Stipe, right? Tom Aspinall is the first guy that I have seen in a long time that I've said to myself, that guy can beat Jon Jones. If I was Jon Jones, I wouldn't want to fight Aspinall. He finishes everybody in the first round. We've never seen anybody like that. Not a guy who's continually finishing people in the first round, and not just by knockout, but by submissions too. This guy's got it all. 6'5", 258, I think he came in at. Jon Jones wants to go out in an easy fight, fighting Stipe. He'll go out and say, I beat the so-called best heavyweight of all time. That's just a marketing ploy they gave Stipe, man. He fought two times after he got the title, and they called him the best, greatest heavyweight of all time because not a lot of heavyweights that got in there would win another fight. Then it would switch hands, right? So, for God's sake, for the fans, let's do this. This is fair. Jon Jones is out. He's just having surgery on his pec, right? God bless you, buddy. Heal up quick. But he's not going to be ready for 6-8 months, right? Aspinall didn't get hurt, barely got touched yet last night, right? This is Sunday the 12th. Stipe's ready to fight. Have Aspinall and Stipe fight maybe in February, right? Have them fight in February, and then there's no doubt whoever wins that fight, Jon Jones goes out in a blaze of glory, right? But if I'm right, Jon Jones is going to end up fighting Aspinall. Aspinall probably finished Stipe in the first round too. I have no doubt about that. He's done it to everybody else. So then you have Jon Jones the old school guy fighting the new guy coming up, right? If Jones beats Aspinall, he goes out so far on top and with GOAT status. That is, in my opinion, the best thing you can do, Jon Jones. And that fight is going to be hyped up so much. It'll be a huge money fight, man. But if Aspinall wins, he's going to go down as the guy who's taken out Jon Jones, the first guy, right? You had Dominic Reyes almost did it. Gustafsson almost did it. Those guys aren't nearly the fighters that Aspinall is. But I'm talking specifically to Jon Jones. Dude, for the fans, man. You've been so inconsistent in being in the ring and having continual fights. But you are technically right now, I would call you the GOAT. But you fight Aspinall. Maybe fight him after he beats Stipe. I would do that fight. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Stipe has a puncher's chance, but I don't think so. Have that fight, Aspinall versus Stipe, in maybe January, February, or March. And then the winner of that fights Jon Jones. So we have an Aspinall, Jon Jones setup. We've never had that huge, we thought Jones was going to fight Adesanya. And we found out Adesanya is not as great as we thought he was. But this could be that super fight that we've always wanted to see. Jon Jones needs to fight Tom Aspinall. But if Dana White wants to continue with his, no, we're going to still do the Stipe Jon Jones, that's the fight, right? Then have Stipe fight Aspinall. Winner of that fights Jon Jones, the undisputed heavyweight champ of all time. Let's make it happen. What say you? Do you agree with me? Not agree? Post it in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. Talk to you later.